live, getting aliveness, and we're going live.
We're going live.
I did not check the levels, but I think it's okay because
my levels were low last time.
they were low.
Yeah, my levels were low. I sounded low because I rewatched some of it this morning.
Test.
Testing. This is
Hello. Test.
Yeah, I was a little low last time.
I turned you up a little bit.
Okay, hopefully that'll do it.
We should be live, I assume. I don't know if it's come on your phone yet.
It has indeed.
Well, welcome everybody to the Friday live stream, and we're gonna draw some characters on this page. You voted, you got it. We're drawing Predator.
Predator.
Fighting off Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah. Okay, so we had a poll on Twitter, we had a poll on Instagram, and Instagram blew everybody out of the water. There was way more votes on Instagram, so thank you everybody for voting. It's locked in. We are drawing the... drawing the Predator. Egg. Alright, so let's do this.
Remember, in this stream, remember to stick around.
Stick around in the stream.
Because at the end, you're giving away a comic.
At the end of this, like I always do, I will be giving away a free digital copy of one of the comics I've worked on. And the most recent one is Spider-Ham, and it's dope, and I love it. I love this cover as well. This was fun to do. Look, there's a little French bulldog down there. Good fun stuff. So, stick around, and at the end, we will give away a free one. So let's get to it, shall we?
Absolutely.
And also, people in the chat, feel free to start giving your suggestions for what you think the next one should be.
Well, don't they have to go somewhere and vote?
No, what I do is I take people's suggestions in, and the highest suggestions where if people repeat the same stuff, then I put it to just like a full voter.
Okay. Irish and Sketchy has arrived. Megan Inten, good afternoon. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I gotta clean my glasses. I can't see. It's foggy glasses.
I'm so excited to see your Predator.
I hope I don't mess it up, because I love Predator.
Yeah. Now, are you doing mask on or mask off?
Mask off.
Oh, you're gonna get me in all of those little claw teeth and reptilian
I got
scales.
some reference up. Look at that bad boy. I'll show it to you so you can see it.
Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Oh yeah, that's dope.
So, I'm gonna take a peeky at this and get to it. Joe Exotic next to Predator.
To kill Carol Baskin. You'd be like, Predator, you kill that crazy Carol Baskin. I would like to see Leon Neville from KOF. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. I think I've heard that before, haven't we?
I think we have, but it hasn't registered in my brain.
We don't know who that is because we're ignorant.
Oh, I had to rush back here. I just went on an amazing walk with the dog in these really open woods. And it was so nice. So many, like, gigantic paths and such a big area that everyone was keeping social distance, which was nice, but all the doggies were there, so doggies were interacting. It was great.
That does sound great.
I quickly whipped up a margarita. Look at this. For the stream, I made a mega marg.
Well, since it's Friday streaming, I am drinking a glass of wine. I've safely put it in a tumbler so I don't knock over the wine glass.
Oh, that's smart. What type of red is that?
An Italian.
Don't know, just an Italian.
Montebelleville. It's very nice.
KOF, the King of Fighters.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, sadly, no one else is sort of chatting that up, so it's not making the top of the list. But it has been noted. I'm
surprised with some of these niche requests. I would have thought it would have been a little more mainstream with some of them.
Yeah, Booster Gold,
I know,
was huge on the list.
Buzz Lightyear was what, a close second?
Yeah, I need to move my light because I can't really see what I'm doing. So what does Predator's pupils look like? Oh, they're just like dots.
Iris says, I want Harley. Will draws women brilliantly. I'll be hitting him for a commission next week.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, you're Harley Quinn. I've seen your Harley Quinn before. Well, at least the Arkham game version of Harley Quinn.
I've drawn loads of Harley Quinns at conventions.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
What's
Harley Quinn and Deadpool are always... Guaranteed every convention I do, I will draw them.
Irish says traditional Harley. Is that your usual go-to Harley that you draw?
I've never drawn Harley not traditionally.
Besides the Arkham game one that I mentioned.
Huh?
You drew her for your DC commissions long time ago.
Not commissioned, that was just...
Not commission, sorry, submission. Whatever it was.
Samples.
Sample pages, yeah.
Yeah.
I like those sample pages still. I saw some of them online recently, because I think I posted them on our podcast Facebook page a while ago when we were doing your Wall Crawl to Marvel. And that was cool. Mega says, I'm thirsty now, and Irish says, yeah, traditional Harley, for sure.
I'm getting that for shout.
Da 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 da. I can't believe that really Predator is such a popular character, and really there's only been one good film.
Yeah. Predators isn't bad.
Predators is okay. I like Predator 2 more than I like Predators.
Predators 2 is like a fever dream.
Oh, I don't know. I like him in
I love
LA.
the concept of them being in the city, but...
You got Gary Busey in that, hunting him down, which is great, and I'm getting too old for this as well, Danny Glover. And also, Game Over, man!
Bill Paxton's in it?
Bill Paxton, yeah, he's basically the same character as he is in Aliens.
Whoa, we gotta fight these predators!
I think he's the only one to cross over from Alien to Predator world. But he played two different characters, obviously, because they both died. Spoiler alert.
And so did he.
Oh! He did, though. That is true.
You are one ugly blah 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 blah.
I was waiting to go into Tesco today, the little small one on the corner. And the guy working there was like, do you know anywhere I can get my hair cut? And I was like, no, mate. They're all closed. He's like, that should be essential, man. He's like, look, I didn't have an afro when this started, but now I got one. He's like, we're going to be looking like we're out the 70s when we go back to normal. He was making me laugh. And he was just, I was like, well, why don't you try it yourself? He's like, I'm never going to try and touch my hair myself. He's like, I'll just end up shaving it all off.
Well, that's fine for a man. Like, worst comes to worst, you can just shave it all off, can't you?
Yeah. Irish said, okay, Harley's out. How about Deadpool version of Death? That would be cool to see. Deadpool version of Death.
Do you mean Death like Deadpool's girlfriend?
Maybe. Would Will draw Harley kissing Peter Parker in front of Mary Jane? Herminia says.
If you commission me for it, I will.
It's interesting. What character?
If you were going to commission me for something, what would you get?
I would commission you for a Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
In this 6 lineup, yeah, because as I was saying, like, I'm surprised that hasn't been traditional. You draw, Marvel characters all day long, and some, of course, it's cool to see your version of Wolverine or characters that you haven't really properly drawn in comics yet. I know you have drawn Wolverine briefly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was just drawing Wolverine in the new book I was doing. I was having a great time.
I would like to see. I've seen your Vader before, which I quite liked. Who would I win in the Star Wars universe? I am leaning towards Vader, if I'm honest.
I would love to do some prequel stuff. Like, I like to draw Obi and Anakin and with Count Dooku and stuff. Emperor.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a jam page on that.
That's right too, because I haven't spoken about this on the streams, but watching Clone Wars on Disney Plus has been such a treat for me. I skipped through quite a lot of episodes because I was watching them in order. Excuse me, but I got tired of waiting for some episode arcs to end. I was like, all right, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. They do some fun adventures, by the way. of just C-3PO and R2-D2 on their own adventures. Like
yeah,
whole
I've seen a
episode.
couple of those.
Those are quite fun. I've told you about the episode that's very much like The Thing, and like the Star Wars version of The Thing in space, with Ahsoka being the only one.
I really want to see that.
That was great, and now I'm in the whole Darth Maul arc, and he's just like adamant that he has to kill Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's just like Kenobi. And when he's found, it's like he's in this cave, and he's forgotten because he's been down there for decades, and it's great. It's really cool.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I want to start watching it. I just don't.
Actually, you know what, bud? I want to see a Darth Maul. That's the one I would commission you on.
That'd be fun. I've drawn him once before.
Yeah, I want to see your Darth Maul. Irish says I commission a Deadpool with Darth Vader.
That'd be fun.
Be funny if Luke took off Vader's helmet and it's just Deadpool underneath. He's actually got all the scars and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's true. It's funny.
Irish keeps on recorrecting himself because he's making spelling mistakes, and he just said, "Sorry, I'm drunk."
That's fine. It is Friday. You're allowed
It
to
is
be
Friday.
very
Yeah,
drunk.
I've got about 3 shots of tequila in this and about 2 shots of Cointreau. So it's a tasty beverage.
Got him coming along. Da, 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 da. He's got a big old head.
Mega asks, who's your favourite, Harley or Deadpool?
That's really tough, to be honest. That's actually quite a tough question.
I like Harley more. Plus, I've always thought Harley is just like, I know she's.
What are you about to say?
I just always think she's super fit.
Cool.
She's that bubbly, like, crazy girl next door. I've been attracted.
Yeah.
I've been attracted to the crazies in the past. Is this too dark in here if I open? Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna push my curtain is closed.
Make sure you're not in your pants.
No, I'm not in my pants. I'm in people clothes, baby. But you're gonna play your video game music.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's always next week.
Drawing the predator.
Ah, bloody song is in my head now. Ba 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 bum. Actually, do you know what? Walking in the woods with the dog today, it was total predator territory.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Besides Star Wars, what would you say your favorite sci-fi series, film, whatever, like brand is?
Not sure. Star Wars.
I said besides Star Wars.
Clone Wars. Prequels.
No, you know what I mean.
I don't know why. What's yours?
That's why I was asking, because I love Predator so much.
I guess if Predator's sci-fi, then definitely Predator. Like I said, the problem with Predator is there's like one really good movie and a couple of really dope comics, and but that's how powerful he is. But it's like the same as Jaws. Jaws is my favorite movie, but it's not like I'm clamoring for loads of Jaws content.
Yeah.
But I am, but I'm not getting it. Alright, let's look up more Predator. I like him with the fishnets. That's what I want to get going.
Maybe no, Alien's not my favorite sci-fi. It's good. I like Alien, but there's really only.
I like Aliens, but everything else I'm not really into.
Yeah, I agree. Even Alien versus Predator was not good. Both of them.
Picture. It's hard to get, for some reason, good pictures of.
What other sci-fi things are there? You know what I recently came across that I was like, I want to watch again is Minority Report. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie, but it's kind of like you've seen it.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I'd happily revisit it. And it's Spielberg.
It's Spielberg?
Irish says, "Oh, will to draw Yondu." He's like, "I'm mentally spending a lot of money on commissions." Well, nothing's going to happen until you physically spend money on commissions.
Yondu, I had fun drawing him in Future Foundation.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did draw him in that with the shark fin, right?
Yeah. Deepest, bluest. My head is like a
shark fin. There's a question. Besides Jaws, what's the best? Like, would you categorize Jaws as a monster movie? That's another question I have for you.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, it's a monster adventure horror.
Yeah, it is. It's
and thriller as well.
And thriller. Yeah, I mean, the first half of that movie is a monster horror movie, and the second half is like a pirate adventure movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like John Williams' score is very piratey. He even said he took influence with like pirate music to write the bum 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 bum. Oh God, Williams is just such a legend.
He's the man.
Anytime I hear his scores, I'm like, oh, dude, you get me. Oh, okay. List your top 3 favorite John Williams scores. Do you want me to list out all of the ones so you can kind of remember?
It's really tough. I know I love Duel of Fates.
So Star Wars, you saying, or are you just specifically pointing out?
I'm doing specifics.
Okay, Duel of Fates. Okay.
Duel of Fates.
Is that your number 1?
I don't know if it's my number 1. I love the sundown in Star Wars.
Yep.
That's just
it's the Force theme. That's what he calls it.
That's some powerful stuff, bud.
Yep. I've actually had that and contemplated life many a time when that music has come on.
Yes, me too. It's very sad.
Yep. I mean, because so you've got. I'm just going to sum it up, not with specifics, but you've got Star Wars. You've got.
What's
Indiana...
the one in Jaws that I really like? Oh no, but I also love. So far they've all been Star Wars because I also love in Empire the. But I love in Jaws.
Yep, that's very piratey as well. Yeah, so as a summary there, you've got, let's think, the top ones are Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Superman, Jaws, and I mean, why am I blanking on all of the amazing scores all of a sudden? What are the big ones? Star Wars. Oh, Home Alone as well. Home Alone's got an amazing score. So Star Wars, Jaws, Home Alone, Superman, Indiana Jones. Oh, of course, Jurassic Park. Jaws, Raiders, and Jurassic Park is what Iris said. I've got to say, Jaws is on my list. It's just like that was his big start in the movie industry, and there was so much that could have gone wrong with that film, and for some reason it didn't, and the music brings it all together. Plus, I think Jaws, it's the only movie score where you can literally sing 2 notes and people know what it is. If you go, and I've had people go, I've never seen Jaws, but if someone goes,
yeah,
people are like, I know what you're referring to. Yeah, Jurassic Park is very good too, but I would say Jaws, Oh man, this is tough. Jaws, Star Wars, and then it would either be Indy or it would be Superman for me.
Oh, I love the Superman.
I know, and there's
Just
so
the
many amazing pieces in Superman.
Oh, that like that calms me. That
Yeah, and then also, I mean, like he comes up with scores for Smallville as well. When they're working on the farm and just like that whole Smallville, and then the Crystal theme, um, the Krypton theme. Oh man, but Indy's so good as well. Oh my god.
I think you just made too tough of a question, bud.
He did do E.T. Irish, yeah, he did. I love
And
that.
you're also forgetting a major one, Jurassic Park.
I've said that twice already, but
Okay,
thanks.
never mind.
Green Day said, "Glad I made it to the stream. Did I miss any Arnie impressions since you're working on Predator?"
No,
No,
yeah.
we haven't really done it. We said stick around at the beginning because
Stick
he's giving
around.
away a free comic at the end. All right, I definitively will say Jaws, Star Wars, Superman. Those are my three favorite of his. Superman just has so many great components, and so does Indy, but the Indy theme is the most important, whilst Superman has all these other sort of sub themes that are going on, like Metropolis. And also, I love the Lex Luthor. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. Oh, Smallville, like na 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 na. It's like working out on the fields and being an American harvesting.
Can you read my mind?
Irish is drunk, but he's still trying to make jokes. Eating peanuts in the shell is like being Doctor Strange fighting Dormammu with nunchucks. Not your finest, I must say. What are you drinking, Irish? Why are you so drunk? And also, are you based in the UK? I would hope so, because if you're not, then it's pretty early to be drunk. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, baby.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Good song.
So, what's your favorite moment in Predator?
Oh God, I just want to watch this movie now so badly.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite things is that it's just a normal action movie for like half the movie, and the slow build towards it is great.
Yep. But I'm saying, what is your favorite scene in that film?
I think my favorite scene is when it's just Arnold left and he's being chased, and then he figures out the mud.
Yeah, it's a great.
And
scene.
when he jumps into the water and he's like sitting there, yeah, he leaves him, and then the montage of him fucking. I mean, oops, damn it! The montage of him setting up to fight him, and there's too many good scenes. Ain't got time to bleed, and it's the most manliest macho movie ever.
It's so good. And you know what? I gotta agree with you actually. Where he's running from the Predator, his whole team dies, and he's just like, right, I'm gonna die right now. I'm stuck on the edge of this water. Because I love when he jumps off the cliff. He thinks he's made it out, and then that invisible splash.
Oh, the visible splash into the water.
Oh, and his eyes like, oh my god, he's right behind me. Yeah, that's such a great scene.
And I love the bongo build-ups.
Yeah. Iris said, "Monkey shoulder for the win. I just finished work, so it's acceptable to be drunk." Very good. Monkey shoulder. I don't think I've had that. That's rum, isn't it?
I thought it was whiskey.
It's whiskey. No, it's whiskey. Yeah. Oh, this tequila is doing me a treat. Herminio says Alan Jackson, 5 o'clock somewhere is my favorite country song.
It's a great song.
Of course you know that.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Also, speaking as we were talking about composers and Predator, Alan Silvestri. What are your three favorite scores of Silvestri?
I don't know him well enough to know his scores.
Predator, Back to the Future, the Avengers theme, All the themes for them.
I think I just really like Predator. You can keep the rest.
Oh my god, the Avengers theme is so good.
Oh, another huge one from John Williams, Harry Potter.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And that's got some amazing music. That would be my number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Nerd.
You like Harry Potter more than I do.
I don't know. I do like Harry Potter, but I think it's more people I've been with in the past have been big into it. So I'm like, okay, well, you're into this, so I want to like watch it with you and share that joy. I've got no one to watch Lord of the Rings with, though.
Neither do I. Join the club.
Herminio says, yes, Smallville theme song is awesome. I mean, by Smallville, I mean the score by John Williams.
Somebody save me.
Not that one, Herminio. I just wanted to make myself clear. Maybe you are speaking about the John Williams one as well. But just to be sure, I'm not talking about the TV show. Green Deer says, how about the infamous bro handshake with Arnold and Carl?
Yeah, that's just a meme.
Yeah, it's great.
I explained that scene to my wife the other day. Because we were watching Floribama Shaw. And when one of the characters sees his brother, they're both big muscly dudes. And they go, you son of a blank. And I was like, do you know why they're saying that? And she's like, no, but go ahead, explain it to me. Because I know you want to tell me.
Because I don't care.
So I had to explain to her. And then, but when I said, like, and what he says to him when they're arm wrestling and he's beating him a little bit, he's like, as did the CIA, has you pushing pencils. And she was like, ooh. So that was nice to get that reaction.
Burn. Somebody's name. Oh no, I can't have that in my head. What's your favorite weapon that Predator wields?
That's tough. Shoulder cannon.
Shoulder cannon?
The 3 dots. So
I like shoulder cannon, but my favorite one is the retractable net that literally like squeezes so that wire net that he fires, and then it squeezes and it will go through your flesh. I was like, that's a horrible way to go. Like, imagine being in a wire net and then you can't escape and suddenly it starts retracting and getting smaller and smaller and you're inside it. I was like, that sucks.
Do you think, like, that they're all just, like, the Republicans of, like, their country, like, their planet? And there's, like, liberal predators, like, no hunting, no outer-planet hunting.
Yeah, they're protesting.
Yeah. They're what? If it beats me, I let it kill me, but I blow myself up. But, you know, it's fair game.
There's vegan predators as well.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Well, we never see the predator eat. They could be vegan.
That's true. You do.
They're like, ew, no, I don't want to eat you. That's disgusting. I just want to rip you out and keep your head and spine as a trophy.
I just want to burn your flesh off your skull and mount you on my wall.
It's about the get of food. Oh, we don't even eat. We don't eat.
I think it's gross that you do eat. Do you know that sometimes I've ripped a man apart and his food has come out and I'm just like, that's disgusting.
I'm like, that is gross.
I don't even eat. Do you think predators sleep as well?
Just like their little like things ticking like, this yogurt pot is tasty.
Do you imagine? They got that little clicking throat noise as well as they're sleeping.
That's their snoring.
That's their trophies. Hunting.
Yogurt pots.
Outer space. Yogurt pots. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. What?
Green Day says just a predator wearing glasses and a collared button down with a Mr. Rogers sweater. Yeah, what if they like? There's predators that are teachers, like they're teaching little youngling predators as well. Like, human hunt, not food.
Food? Oh no.
Getting called to the predator's principal office because you've been like hunting without a license or something like that. Irish says predators are vegan according to the comics. Oh,
great. Now I like them even more.
But that's so anti-vegan because you know, the whole thing that hunters are saying against veganism as well is like, well, if I hunt, then I'm at least going to harvest the animal I kill and like use its pelt and I eat it and I, you know, basically use every single bit of that animal that I've killed.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I don't care. I'm a
Yeah.
vegetarian, but if you can actually go out and murder something and eat it, and you're okay with that, then you have every right. Like that's your right as a human being. You have every right to do that.
Yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying is it's so against veganism because they're like, we kill for sport and we don't eat. We're vegan. They're like, I don't think you should be killing people then. It's okay. It's in our bylaws.
Well, it's genetics.
What would you want to see for a Predator film next? Like, what's your
My Predator Terminator crossover.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. Iris says they hunt the dangerous animals that can fight back, not like us who hunt a cow. Gotcha. Okay. Mega said, I imagine the Predator with Elmer Fudd's voice. Where's that wascally human? Come out, human.
Could you instead of like the it's just what was that?
You wascally Arnold, I'm gonna get you. Oh my god. Now I'm thinking of like that Bugs Bunny Elmer Fudd scenario, but with Arnold and the Predator, where like Arnold's like tricking him, like sneaking up behind him. Oh, Predator's just great. There's so much. I think I like your Predator Terminator crossover, but I mean like not taking in other franchises and stuff. Like, what would you want to see? I think for me, for like a standalone Predator film, I would like to be more on their planet and see like.
No, I don't want the reveal. I don't want too much reveal. I like the mystery of them. You know what was a great comic was that Judge Dredd versus Alien versus Predator. That was moi.
That was great. Yeah, that was really good. Is there a way to do a cool Predator story without bringing in another franchise? Because you're right. The moment I said the planet, I was like, actually, yeah, I don't want to see their planet.
The only Predator movie I can think you can do again is just like more of the first one.
Yeah, I like.
But then maybe choose like a different war, like maybe the Vietnam War, where they're all in the jungle. Like that's what I would do.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Or just show predators throughout.
They're like Charlie in the trees. They're like, that ain't Charlie.
It's like, my name's Dave.
My name's Predator. Could you stop eating meat, please? That's disgusting. Oh, speaking of eating meat, so yeah, I'm a vegetarian. I don't give a crap if I'm not pushing anything, obviously. We got a shopping, and for some reason we got these crisps, and she's like, "Do you want these?" I was like, "Yeah, they're hot wing crisps."
Oh, you got what I told you to get.
They taste so much like chicken that I can't eat them. Like the
way!
taste is so off-putting to me. Where I'm like, I feel like I'm eating roast chicken, and it's freaking me out, and I don't like it.
Your fingers smell like it too.
It's weird. Like
It's
it was too much for me. I was like, no.
Oh my god, really? It's the hot chicken wing crisps, the Walker's one.
Nice like after spice.
Oh, I love them, man. I've got like 2 bags.
But they just taste way too much like actual chicken.
Oh, well, obviously I eat chicken, so I'm like, yeah, I'm all about that. It's tasty.
No, that taste really was off-putting for me.
Green Day said Predator versus souped up Craven on that serum. That'd be cool.
Craven versus Predator. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. It's a great suggestion. This is my jungle. As he like leaps out covered in mud. Oh, that'd be so good.
And then he makes like a new like outfit out of like the Predator skin.
Oh, that's so. And he gets his like shoulder cannon.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mega says Terminator versus Predator. That sounds great. Yeah, That's cool. That when did you bring that up? When did you mention that? Was that on another stream?
I don't remember.
Or was that the podcast? I can't remember either. I think like I would like a Predator story throughout time in all the big wars. Like instead of doing, I know, make it a series. Don't make it a movie. Make it a series, and it's like every 2 episodes you start with like World War One, then World War Two, and you're seeing like people encounter the Predator throughout time.
But that's like it's going to be the same story every single time, basically.
Well, no, you can have different characters, different scenarios, different sides. Like it doesn't all have to be the Americans every time. You know, you could have like the Germans involved. Like imagine Predators killing a bunch of Nazis. That would, oh my god, Predator killing a bunch of Nazis sounds great to me.
Or imagine Predator like there's like Jewish people in a concentration camp and they're like about to be like put into a gas chamber, and then all of the Germans are taken out by something.
Yeah, because they're armed.
And they wouldn't go after the Jewish people either. They're like, no. you are no threat.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
Oh my god, Predator in a concentration camp would be amazing. And then also, I love your Vietnam idea. Like guerrilla warfare in the jungle. That sounds great with Predator. Imagine like an American unit coming across a bunch of like Viet Cong, and then suddenly like the next day they're all strung up and they're all skinned in the woods. That'd be so good. And then also you could go to like Iraq, and or you could do like Desert Storm, him in the desert. There's so many great things you could do throughout history with wars and the Predator. I like this story.
Vikings.
Oh, buddy, that's great. Oh my god, Vikings, where they're like, you know, they're all about.
They think it's some sort of like Viking god or something.
Yeah, and like going to Valhalla.
People are like sacrificing people like by skinning them, being like, "This is what you want." Like I skinned like my son for you.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is great. This is so much better.
I need to get in contact with Dark Horse. Be like, look, buddy.
Yeah.
I just need to get something written and printed so I can actually be legit as a writer.
Predator versus Spider-Ham. Let's go, Herminia said. Irish said, my dream team up is Predator versus the SCP Foundation. Do you know what SCP is?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know either.
The SCP won't let me be.
Basically, what if the US were to sign a treaty with the Predator's species? Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
I bet the Predator species great people, wonderful. They don't eat meat. They don't eat meat. They're good people.
Well, I like your idea that they're like the horrible politicians of their planet, the ones that hunt. Like, imagine there's a Donald Trump Predator.
Oh god.
And like a Vladimir Putin Predator. Oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. That would be insane.
Well, just like Predator's giant head, but with like the stupid like blonde hair on top. We have the best hunters, great hunters.
I just love the idea that every time Earth has a war, they're like, right, send a Predator there. You know, it's like hunting season. Like, oh, Earth's going
that's
to
what
another...
That's what you call the book, Predator Hunting Season.
Oh, that's amazing. I like the story. I want to see it. Mega said the Men in Black meeting the Predator.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
It's a cool idea. Here come the men in... just rips his skull out.
The Predator gets one of like the cricket guns.
Oh yeah. SCP is a secure, contained, protect. It's a big online community that is a fan-made monsters, etc. Okay.
Etc.
There's so much cool potential with Predator. That's why I think I love it so much. There's only one good film, but you're like, it's such a cool concept to have an alien species that is just all about hunting, and it's a rite of passage. You know, it's very...
Yeah, and also they look the business as well.
They do, yeah. They really do. They're scary as hell. Instead of clicking, it'd be a Donald's sound with a flailing tongue sound to make the click. Yeah. That Donald Trump predator would claim kills that weren't his, though. He'd be like, I killed him myself. Totally ripped the spine out, cleaned his skull. Hellboy versus Predator? Yeah, that'd be cool. Who else versus Predator? This is fun. Harry Potter versus Predator. Wingardium Leviosa!
Him just going around Hogwarts hunting everybody.
Oh god, imagine
he becomes a wizard. He gets the sorting hat on. They're like, Slytherin, definitely.
You own Slytherin. Imagine like one of the wizards going to do a spell, and right when they hold their arm out, he just blasts their arm off with the cat.
The slow motion scene, and like the wand hits the floor with the hand.
I also love. We were talking about weapons. I also love his two, knives that come out of his gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
That pop, and then it's like a Wolverine claw. Oh,
there's the arcade game where he has a bow staff, which is really cool as well. He's going around kicking people's butt like Nightwing.
What was that Predator game that I remember seeing advertised, where you could either be the humans or Predator?
Apparently, it's not great, Bob.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh.
Iris said I'd so read an Alex Will mashup comic. Yeah, man, I agree. Thank you. I want to do it. I'm so down with that. It was good to see the Predator in Mortal Kombat, Mega said. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Oh, this is a question because Aminio knows you. Who wins in a fight, Predator versus Punisher?
Oh, that's...
Ah?
The Punisher wins.
No! Oh, my God! No, he doesn't.
Of course he does. If Arnold can survive, who would win in a fight, Dutch or the Punisher?
I don't know, man. They're both highly trained in combat.
Yeah.
And well seasoned. And can handle all sorts of different...
The Punisher, it's Frank Castle. He does not die.
Yeah, but...
But also, Punisher would be like, I've got no quarrel with you. I'm killing humans, so let's team up, bud. Who do you want to go for? Like, I got a great list if you want to hunt some bad people. Oh, that would happen, and they'd team up, and it'd be fucking Predator, and I said the F word again. Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, I've been very restrained. I've been good.
Oh, well, good for you.
I've been very good on all of these, actually. TX says, I see Will is drawing a self-portrait today.
Yeah. I'm drawing your mum.
Oh. Iris said, okay, right now every predator has the same weapons. They prefer their skills, and once they're older predators, they choose their specific weapons. Okay.
Oh, that's so cool. Thanks for bringing the predator knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. I've read some Predator comics, but not deep dive. And I should, because I really like that. And I think I'll probably enjoy the comics more than I will.
I tried to read some, and they're not good, but some of them are very good.
I read one that was pretty amazing, which was... there was this island off the coast of some like tropical area that like all of the townspeople have said has been cursed for like decades, and if you go there you die, much like what they say in like Lost World with Jurassic Park and stuff. And it's because there's a predator that crash land on there, and his ship he could never fix his ship, so he's just been living on this island, and people go there and the predator like hunts them. That's cool. And then the special combat team goes in. Oh man, it's so good. It's a good comic, actually. TX said he's going to tell his mum that you said that.
Do it.
What happened to your little cherub spawn? Oh, he's there.
He's right there.
He's like just a little hand. I've got one. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Predator School and welcome to the stream.
We love the Predator.
What about Spawn versus the Predator?
I think Spawn would win. You can't exactly kill Spawn, so...
What about Spawn versus the Punisher?
Well, that's tough.
I finally got you.
Again, they just team up because basically the Spawn is the Punisher. He's going and killing off loads of bad guys. So they're like, "Why are we fighting? Let's go kill him." Done. Boom.
They're not friends.
They're big time friends. It's like
No,
you were in the
no.
military too, Al Simmons. Oh yeah, they would.
I came across your file once. Frank Castle, or should I say the Punisher?
Great writing.
Yeah, on the fly, Hollywood material.
Or should I say, dun dun dun. The Punisher.
I've read the Batman versus Predator comics, and they're great.
They are great. We had them as kids.
Yeah, and I recently reread them, and the first one, and he builds like the armored suit, and has the same. And there's a great moment where Predator's invisible, and he thinks he's sneaking up on Batman, and then Batman goes, "I see you," and you're like, "Oh, that's so cool!"
That was Batman versus the Punisher. Batman would win because that means Punisher wouldn't die.
Oh, but he would defeat Punisher though.
Yes, he would definitely. He's Batman.
Hey,
Batman. Batman is the ultimate trump card.
Yes, he is. I'm glad you say that because I agree with that.
Did Batman ever say anything in the Predator comics where he's like, "You're not the first alien I've taken down. Let's go, chump."
Not that I remember, but that's great. I like that. TX says, "What about Predator versus Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator?"
Well, Predator like goes in the room and he's on camera. It's like, "So what are you doing here today?" It's holding like beer and condoms, just like
Iris says, "Spawn is way too OP. He trapped God and Satan. He has every power known in comics."
He does. He's very OP.
Yeah, he's a great character. I watched that one where it was like Dante's. I read that Dante's Inferno one, and I really enjoyed that. That was a great series. That Spawn. It was like issue. Was it 300 or was that?
No, it was. I think it was 250.
Yeah, it was 250.
Alright, we got the inks done on Predator. But this will definitely come alive in the colours.
Green Day says there's a fan-made Batman vs Terminator animated short film on YouTube that just proves to me that he'd beat anyone in the horror film monster category. I've seen that, and I agree. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen Batman fight Darth Vader.
No, this is an animated short film. It's very anime, and it's him in like his Frank Miller.
Oh yeah, I know. I have seen that.
It's awesome, man. And he's in like the bat tank, and it's got this really cool like digital sort of futuristic music, like do 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 do. It's really, I really like that.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I haven't seen that in a while. I definitely watch that again.
Right, so his colours are sort of skin colour but with green in them.
Gotta sit up straight.
Looks like he has jaundice. So if I start with, let's see here, maybe a yellow 28. Let's see. Let's see how this does. Oh, that's good.
Trying to think of more Predator questions. He's very Krang now. I see him like that, isn't he? Predator. He looks like Krang from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, a little bit.
Iris says Dante's Inferno is brilliant. I'd love to see Will's version. I think the two of you together would make an absolutely amazing run. Oh, thanks very much.
Thank you.
You're the Spawn guy more than me.
Yeah.
If it's ever Batman, get out of my way. I'm writing that. I went back and read our Batman story that we wrote a few years ago. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, what was it? Year 2 of Batman, and
Yeah, with his secret like Arkham Asylum. Wasn't it the birth of Arkham Asylum or something like
it's
that?
the birth of it was the birth of Arkham Asylum, and he had a bat bunker in the asylum.
Yeah, the Bat Bunker. Yeah, I remember that was cool.
That was cool, and we came up with cool sort of twists and origins like Herbert Langstrom. No, not Herbert Langstrom. That's Marvel. Man-Bat. I forget his name. The Doctor's name, whoever is Man-Bat.
Is it a Hank? Harold? Is it an H?
I can't remember now. I should remember that. But anyway, he was working in Arkham, and they were studying ways to like treat human psychosis through like bat genetics. Do you remember we were coming up with all of that?
Is there no excuse just besides just like as bland as bat genetics?
I think so.
It's like we're using bat genetics to study them. It's like
some...
why? Because that's how we can use this in the story.
And we ended up creating coronavirus. Don't tell anyone.
Oh god.
I think I found some like chemical that was found in bats that could be treated. I can't remember what I did. I was doing a lot of research for that book. But yeah, they were working there, and what else we had? Oh, we had Riddler, which was like the Saw movies. He was like Jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Where he's putting people in death traps. And there was that guy that was over like a tub of battery acid, and I looked up like how long battery acid takes to like erode your skin and all that. Do you remember all of that from car batteries? Joker was going to be lobotomized. That was a part of our story as well. Do you remember all of that? Where they're like, we can't let this guy run.
Yeah, it's kind of lame when we think about it now.
Really? I've always liked that concept of them being like, we're going to lobotomize him.
Yeah, he went from being like a kind of crazy criminal to that being like the big thing, which kind of just ruins his mythos.
A little bit, but I was going off the Joker in the early years was more of like the clown prince of crime, and he was happy and he was kind of crazy. But then I was thinking about the turn of turning him into like the psycho killer.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's just like projecting the stereotype that like lobotomies will like make you crazy.
Well, no, it was like a botched lobotomy.
I mean, lobotomies are just terrible for you anyway.
Green Day says, it seems like a lot of your guys' ideas are stolen for different games. This is like the third idea that's been used. Bat Bunker is awesome, just like the Arkham Asylum game.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, in the cliffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never like I came up with the idea of the Bat Bunker. I just like the idea of him having. Like,
I'm sure many of the ideas we come up with have already been done.
Oh yeah, all the best ideas are stolen.
Well, we didn't steal anything.
I remember Mr. Freeze was like hiding out in a meat locker. That was like base, and then Batman was going to lose, but then like the Batplane jets like blasted through the roof and like basically melted most of that area. Mr. Freeze was done.
Gotcha.
Some lame things. But yeah, I was going through it, and then also you never liked this story, but I still dig this, and I'm going to share it with with the people in the chat. So I wrote a singular Batman story by myself. It was a short series. It was like 3 issues, maybe 4 issues, called the Night Before Christmas, obviously with a K. And it was about. So it opened with Joker and Harley Quinn as Santa and Mrs. Claus, and like those, all of the. What was it like in The Killing Joke? You know how he had like the circus freaks helping him in The Killing Joke? They were all his elves. Anyway, so it was a fun little intro where Batman was taking down Joker, who was dressed up like Santa and stuff like this.
He was a mall Santa, wasn't he? That was
it was a Gotham shopping mall. Yeah, and he was like trying to kill all the people in the shopping mall during the crazy season, and Batman stopped him. And then there was a series of child abductions in Gotham, where a lot of children started to go missing of like wealthy families and stuff. And obviously Bruce Wayne, who was a wealthy child and would have been one of these kids if he was a child at the time, he feels for this, so he starts investigating as Batman. And the villain is Krampus, and I was trying to figure out basically...
Krampus.
Well, Krampus is...
You mean, I say Krampus, but...
Krampus, whatever.
Krampus rhymes with pompous.
But obviously a Christmas villain, like Santa, but the opposite in a way, and quite twisted looking. Very much fitting in the Batman universe, I thought, of the way he can look. And had quite a horror element to the whole story. And when I say it was Krampus, I'm not saying it was the mythical creature, but there was a twist ending and stuff. So yeah, that was my story. It was like a new villain. It wasn't someone where it was like it's Two-Face or it's Riddler or it's this, and child abduction. There was ties to Wayne Enterprises as well. So that's my story, and I liked it. And you know what, buddy? I read some of it the other day, and I was like, you know what? Some of this is pretty good.
Good for you.
Thanks. Irish says, I put a story for Spider-Man to Marvel where he was in a coma and fought loads of his villains. When he woke up, he realized that he'd just dreamed it all. But the twist was Mysterio had used a drug. Well, Irish, that sounds a lot like, was it Dreams in Darkness, the Batman episode where Mad Hatter puts him into like a induced coma and he dreams about all of that. So that sounds a lot like that.
Yeah, you also can't just pitch Marvel stories. They're legally not allowed to read them.
No, they're not. Same with DC, isn't it?
Same with anybody. The only way you can pitch stories is you have to be an actual published writer, and either they ask you to pitch for them, or if you build up a relationship, you can just pitch to them any ideas you have. And also, I've pitched to them loads of times, and it's even for the top writers. I've chatted to people about it. The chances of getting on the right with everything working perfectly, the right schedule, right timing, it's very tough just to straight up pitch.
Gotcha.
It's a shame the camera doesn't show off the way it's looking on the paper.
Yeah, he looks quite opaque right now.
Because he looks. See, look at the color difference there.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait a bit. And Joey, so I'm guessing it's because of my light, but if I don't have my light on, then I can't see. I guess I'll turn my light off so people can see the colors better. Oh, I'm warm. Are you warm?
Yeah, it's definitely warm today.
It's
really
getting
warm.
hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
My britches are getting warm. I'm gonna have to change my britches.
TF Hero says Joe Exotic looks disgusted for being beside the Predator.
I think the Predator looks disgusted for being beside Joey Exotic.
What's he said? Let me ask you, do you watch porn? It's like, yeah. It's like, when you watch them, do you watch it men and women? Yeah. Well, then you might be gay. What was that? His logic where he's like, because you're looking at a guy have sex?
Just saying.
It's crazy. Imagine him trying to seduce the Predator.
He's like, look at that mouth.
Green Day said, I have 3 scripts for a Spider-Man fan series that I wanted to end up rewriting into a fan comic miniseries where Peter retired as Spidey after Gwen's death and Norman was arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D. for it. Peter puts the mask back on in his sophomore year of ESU. Sounds fun as well. I love hearing people's stories and talking all that stuff because, let's be honest, all the ones that we talk about and share, they're never going to get made. I mean, I got a brother who works for Marvel and we've had loads.
I'm trying to make moves. I never say never. With that attitude, you'll never get it done.
True, I guess so. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll stand corrected on that. That's a better message, but it's very tough.
That's where you and I differ. That's just our outlook and stuff. I will always try.
Depends on the scenario. I mean, look, with me, I try in different areas. You know, like I've always wanted to
No,
work.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you don't try anything, bud. Of course not.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, it's like for instance, like me trying to fix my printer that took me like 3 weeks, and you're like, you might as well just get like a new printer and give up, bud. But I was like so determined, like, no, I will not.
Yes, our priorities are
Yeah.
different, I think, because there's lots of things where I will put in the same amount of effort, and I think technology is not one that I have any time for. I'm like, there's probably going to be a better machine out there that's going to do something better and faster, so I'm just going to get it. But then when it comes to other things, I would invest a lot more time. Iris said Tom King pitched a story to DC, though. That's how he got the job at DC, and now he's probably the biggest writer at DC.
Yeah, but he was a novelist before it, so he was an established writer. That's the thing.
Established,
You've got to be an established writer.
Green Day said it was basically leading up to Peter joining the New Avengers, and they fight the first ever Sinister Six that's run by the Kingpin, but led by Norman. Sounds animated series and also your own flavor in comics. Sounds cool, man. I still love our like Western Marvel universe story.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that because that might happen one day.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying let's talk about it. I'm just saying as a teaser, that was cool. Brenda's coming along real nice.
Thank you. Dun 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 dun. Right, how dark are these dots on his head? They're pretty dark. Oh, they're just black. Okay. Cool. And I've got some good ideas for that.
Did you ever watch that Ricky Gervais Afterlife show?
Yeah, there's a new season out today, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that. That's a show that makes me laugh and cry within like 30 seconds of each other. Green Day said there was a story where Peter and Logan travel through time and one aspect was in the Wild West. Yeah, I think we came across some of that. Once again, it's not a super original idea, but it was a fun story nonetheless. It's a very jungle-themed sketch. These sketch cards, aren't they? We should keep that up. I think Craven should be one of those.
Well, it's up to you guys.
TF Hero says, which characters would you want to be in the Injustice 3 game? They've done most characters in DC Injustice, haven't they?
Yeah, I can't really think of too many that haven't been in it.
No.
Maybe the Batman Who Lost. That'd be cool.
Ooh, that would be cool. Batman Who Lost would be great. Have they had Brainiac? They must have had Brainiac. They have. Yeah, they've had Brainiac. They've had Lobo. Yeah. I don't know. If they've had... I know they've had the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, but I don't know if they've had Jon Stewart. That would be cool if they had a Jon Stewart one. What characters, actually, I've got a question that kind of spins off of that one. What characters do you want to see in Mortal Kombat now? You know how they've been adding ones. You've got Ninja Turtles, you've got Terminator, Alien, Predator. What other cool characters do you want to put in there?
I think maybe John Wick. That would be a good new addition.
John Wick would be a cool addition. I was thinking Samurai Jack.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Samurai Jack would be cool. Iris says, watch the Chris Hemsworth Extraction movie. It's like John Wick and Jason Bourne had a kid. I'm going to watch that soon. I saw a trailer for that, and that looks fun. It's just like a sort of... It feels like a old school action film with Chris Hemsworth, and it's like, he's a man, and he's part of an elite team, and he has to go into this crazy town, and he's just going to be a super soldier kind of guy. It looks fun. It looks like a cool old-fashioned 90s action film. Green Day says Kevin Smith's onomatopoeia would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool to see in there, as in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but that character really only works on the page, right? Like, the whole point is the onomatopoeia, right?
Yeah, that's true. They've done Spawn.
Yeah.
Already. Clayface would be fun. I'd like to see Clayface. It's a random Batman villain that doesn't get too much credit.
Have they not done Clayface?
No.
Well, he could be like the Shao Kahn. He can like turn into everybody.
Yeah. There's so many cool characters. I'm asked this question and now I'm like, So, Darth Vader? Have they done Darth Vader?
No, Darth Vader's been in Soul Calibur, but not in Mortal Kombat.
Vader would be great in Mortal Kombat. Darth Maul in Mortal Kombat as well?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was going to say Indiana Jones, but he'd just get destroyed.
Yeah.
He'd be like, whip, whip! Ah!
I'm not hugely into Indiana Jones.
I know you're not. I love Indy. And I was thinking James Bond, but that would also equally, he'd be dead.
He'd be big time dead.
Pinhead from Hellraiser, TF said.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice. Green Day says there's rumors Ash Williams is going to be in Combat
yes,
Pack
that's
2.
perfect.
That's a cool one. That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, you got to find those like action, horror, thriller films. Those characters work perfectly.
I think Judge Dredd would be a good one.
Oh yeah, Dredd would be perfect. I am the law. Oh no, actually I can't get into more Stallone. We did Stallone at the end.
Hey yo.
Look, I'm your dad, you know?
You know, I'm your father.
I'm just saying. Instead of Adrian, everyone!
Anakin!
Blade? Oh, Blade would be so good!
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you, TF Hero. That would be great. Blade would be awesome. What other characters? There's so many cool ones to do. Just do Bruce the Shark. It just like starts flailing around, chomping. A raptor would be cool. Imagine being a velociraptor.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's my brother's reaction of, sounds okay, but I'm not that interested. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Just so you know. Greener says, would you prefer the Army of Darkness or Ash vs. Evil Dead design for Mortal Kombat 11?
Army of Darkness. Let's get him young.
Cool. TF Hero says Rambo. Yep, Rambo would work. In there, Rambo would be fun. Dutch from Predator would also be great. Get Dutch in there.
Well, didn't they have that as an alternative costume for the Terminator?
I don't think so. If they did, that's the first I've heard of it. There's another series, the Terminator, like Predator, where I'm like, I love Terminator 2.
That has 2 good movies.
What, 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't a big fan of 1.
Not a huge fan, but it's got that great 80s feel to it.
Yeah. I tried watching some of the other ones recently, like Salvation, and I was like, you know what, Salvation has so much going for it because you're watching the war.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're seeing John Connor in the war, and it's Christian Bale, and like loads of other people in that film. I was like, this film should have been great, and it's not.
I fell asleep watching that.
And I love the one scene I do like out of that film is when John Connor goes to save Kyle Reese, his dad, at the Terminator headquarters, like Skynet headquarters, and he's confronted by the T-800 for the first time. So he's seeing the T-800, which obviously saved his life as a kid, and then was coming to kill him, and it gave him the scar in his eye that you see in all of the flash forwards in some of the other films. So I did like that whole angle of it. Oh, TF said Rorschach from Watchmen in Mortal Kombat. That'd be cool. Quite a few characters actually in that series would be good. Rorschach would be great. Night Owl would be good. Comedian would be fun.
Well, you should put Dr. Manhattan in the Injustice game. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, Dr. Manhattan, because he's DC now.
Yeah, he's always officially been DC.
Yeah, I mean they've crossed over into the Batman Superman universe. Mortal Kombat Terminator just has young and old Arnie as Terminator, and with and without an exposed metal arm. There's an option to turn into just the metal skeleton. Cool. Right. Comedian from Watchmen, yeah, definitely. Okay, Iris says, okay, then McClane, the Yippee-Ki-Yay sensor. That'd be great.
Yeah, that could be fun.
He throws glass on the floor. That would be a fun portion of that as well. Has a gun taped to his back. Now I've got a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. There's some cool stuff to do with that.
Yeah, he'd be like, I give up, like this, and then take the gun out. Right, this is taking longer than expected.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's time to get hungry again, boy.
Now I'm using a marker that's dead. Great.
Eric Draven from The Crow. Yeah, Crow would be a cool character.
Crow would be cool, yeah.
I'm liking all these Mortal Kombat characters. That's what I like about these streams. It's so interesting. You come in here and you're like, okay, I'm going to try and talk about this, this, and this today. And then we go off in different tangents. Like yesterday, Christopher Walken and Obi-Wan Kenobi had me in stitches. I was giggling to myself all night about that. Chucky would be fun too. Green Day said.
That'd be interesting.
That would be fun. He said he'd need another character to sit on their back. I don't know. I think Chucky could be able to bounce around a lot. That would be fun to have him. It's like a little evil Yoda.
I'm Yoda. I'm a soldier. I thought I told ya.
Yeah, Chucky would be good. Because they've done Jason, they've done Freddy. Chucky makes the most sense to have that as well. No, they've done it. They've done Ninja Turtles, but have they done Shredder?
No, I don't think they did Shredder.
Shredder needs to be in that, man. Shredder looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Got some squeaky chairs there, boy.
Trying to rush this now.
Don't say that. You can always do touch-ups another time, can't you?
Yeah, but I want to have the full thing done.
Candyman, Wishmaster, Michael Myers. Yeah, these are cool. Michael Myers would be fun. Casey Jones, that's a good shout as well.
Yeah, you should Casey Jones, that's cool.
Iris said we should start a Discord so we could discuss everything we want, then rule the world. that monkey shoulder's going straight to your head. Is this the first time you ever drawn the Predator?
Yes, it is actually. Never drawn the Predator before.
Yeah, I like the jungle theme to all of these.
I'm sweating.
Are you?
Oh, it's just so nerve-wracking.
La-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
So what are you eating tonight, bud?
I'm making burgers.
We're gonna try and make like sort of naturey type stuff. We're making like the turkey, you know, the mince, the dry mince. And then we're going to take onions and tomatoes and avocado and onions.
You're gonna make what? You're gonna make pecan guac?
Yeah, but except we're also gonna we're making tortillas as well, and then we're just gonna bang that in the oven for 10 minutes, let the cheese melt, and then make like pull apart nacho taco, like a what do they call it? A deconstructed taco, basically.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Yeah.
TF says Buffy the Vampire Slayer in Mortal Kombat.
That's cool.
And Green Day says put Jack Black with the Pick of Destiny in Mortal Kombat. That'd be great too. 'Cause it's the pick of destiny. Just makes people's heads explode with his voice. That's his finish him. I did not mean. He did not mean to blow your mind. To blow your mind. But that bleep happens to me all the time.
Right, do you want to ask a question?
Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond for Injustice 3? Yes, Terry McGinnis,
Yes,
Batman
that would
Beyond.
be cool.
That's a great suggestion. I do want to ask the question. I'm going to have to think of one on the fly.
Well, take your time, because I'm still wrapping this up.
He did not mean. He did not mean. I'm looking at what I want to do. I really want to see, by the way, on May the 4th, that series Behind the Mandalorian is coming out, and it looks amazing.
Oh, I haven't heard about that. What's that?
It's a complete series of... There's roundtables with Jon Favreau and Taika Waititi and all of the directors of the series talking about their love for Star Wars, like what the series meant for them, where they were coming from with it, their influences. Then they show a bunch of behind the scenes of how it was shot, and obviously it was shot in studios with that 360 screen. Because most of it, I think you know this already, but most of it wasn't shot on location.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and wait till you see all these behind the scenes things, like these 360 on-set screens, like the camera backgrounds, they move with the actors and it's amazing. Like you look at that series and you're like, oh, they must be in the desert, and they're not. They're in a studio. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. It looks great. It's coming out on May.
Well, then they did an amazing job, because they certainly fooled me.
Yeah. So that's coming out. It's I think it's just a mini series for May the 4th for Star Wars Day.
That might be the first thing I watch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you haven't watched anything yet, have you?
Nope. It's weird. Recently, I've found like I have to like kind of ink again afterwards to really make it pop.
Mm-hmm.
The Copics like pull a lot of the black out of the inks.
Kato and Green Hornet. That'd be a cool suggestion. TF says for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And Irish says, ask a Predator question. I'll know the answer, question mark. I am going to ask a sort of Predator question. I've got my question, by the way.
Alright, go for it.
You want me to ask it?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to let them know what it's for? Again, for all those that are joining late?
Sorry, I'm like super in concentration mode. You got a chance to win issue 2 of Spider-Ham digital download code. You got to answer the question.
Okay. So it's question time. So it's going to be Predator related. So, sort of Predator related, but also sort of Marvel related as well. So the Predator, the first film, and also subsequent other Predator film. The first film was written by Shane Black, and he directed a Predator film after that. So, Shane Black, as a director, what Marvel film did Shane Black direct?
That's a great question. Good one.
Oh, TF says Negan in Mortal Kombat. Negan would be dope. With the barbed wire bat.
Yeah, and if you could bring like some zombies walking in the background.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like a Walking Dead themed map, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good. Well, Michonne would be great too.
Yeah,
Michonne would be an awesome Mortal Kombat character. Who's gonna answer and win the comic? TF Hero says Iron Man 3. Correct!
Congratulations. You have won yourself a free issue of Spider-Ham issue 2. Please email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com and I will send you the download code.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's getting dark in this room now. Look at me. I'm
sorry that this is taking way longer than I thought.
Yes, come on. Use your skills.
Don't say come on. That's going to make me rush even more. But it's looking really good.
It is looking good. I do like it. The black on like all of his hair. Would you call that Predator hair?
Yeah, I guess so. Like the testicle. I mean, tentacle.
What? Testicle. What you got in your mind?
Testes.
Yeah, that looks much better like that. For all those that follow our podcast, there'll be a new episode out sometime next week, and we are going to. I've been putting it off for so long and been thinking about it, and we're finally at that stage. We have come to the Make-A-Wish episodes, part 1 and part 2, and we're going to be reviewing part 1. I'm really not looking forward to it because I just remember them being the worst 2 episodes.
I remember I liked them.
I don't know why. Everything about it, like, little girl goes on an adventure with Spider-Man and Doc Ock is the villain. I'm just not. I don't know. I love Doc Ock, but not when. I don't like when children are involved in like my hero stories. I know they're like, you're a child. You should want to see yourself. I was always like, I want to.
No, I was never bought into that. I was never a kid that's like, that could be me. I was like, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
I want to see what I could grow up to be, not if it could be me.
I never picture myself as Robin. I picture myself as Batman. You know.
Yeah. I never pictured myself as any of the characters. I just enjoyed them for what they were.
Green Day says testicles. Will has had his every third day wank on his mind.
Well, I've had my nuts today.
Oh, did you just say I've had my nut today?
No, my the Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts. Oh, you got to think about how you're saying that when you're talking about wanking as well. Like, I've had my nut today.
Yeah, I know, big time.
Iris says, I love the podcast, Alex. I'm catching up with it at the moment. Oh, great. Glad to hear it. Bring some entertainment to y'all whilst you're at home. Yeah, make a wish. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Make a wish, make a wish, make a wish, make a... I'm just annoyed that this is not showing up on the camera because in person this is looking really great. I will hold it up.
What you always do as well is you take a good picture afterwards and you post it on social media and everyone will be able to see proper colours there, won't they?
Yeah.
It's so funny to be on the opposite side. You know how sometimes when we used to do the podcast...
I'm like, wrap it up, bud.
Yeah. Do you remember when you were like,
yeah.
I used to be like, okay, let's do the podcast at 8 o'clock, and it was like a weekday night, and it was like 9:30, and you're like, wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. How do you spell predator?
Are you serious?
P R
R E
E D
D.
A T O R.
Yes.
All right, let me hold this up so people can get a better view. Let me turn this mic thing off. It's still not showing it.
Take a picture. It will look much better. I still think it looks great anyway. I can see that it's Predator. We shall see it's Predator. Yeah, that looks great, buds.
Nice. All right, thank you everybody for joining. Again, whoever won that comic, please email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com. If you want a commission from me, please also email me at robsonrequest.com. We go from as low as £35 for a sketch card up to £300 for a big whopping good time. I'm going to drink all my wine now. Happy Friday, and everyone have a good time. I'll be back Monday as I don't stream on the weekends. And on Monday, I think we'll be tackling a Wolverine commission, and it's classic 80s brown costume. Thank you guys for choosing awesome commissions as well, because sometimes I have to draw the worst things from commissions, and I've been drawing Venom and loads of cool stuff. So anyway, yeah, thank you very much everybody, and have a good weekend. Good bye.
Have a good weekend.
You have a good weekend, and I'm gonna end this stream. Good. Yes, I want to end it.